Hey everyone, Jason Hill here, and today I'm going to be preparing a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Out of all the videos I've done, I cannot believe I haven't done this one yet. I've done a lot of sandwich videos. This is one of my favorite sandwiches. Of course, there are so many ways people prepare the Philly steak sandwich these days. I'm going to show you how I like to do it. It's come a long way since the 1930s when it originated in Philadelphia. So if you were looking for something different to serve at your next gathering besides the burger and dogs or wings, give this a try. Let me show you how I do it. There are a lot of different cuts of steak you can use out there, but the traditional one is the ribeye cut, and that's what I have here. And I've put this in the freezer, wrapped in plastic for about a good 40 minutes, just to get it slightly frozen so it's nice and easy to slice. It's nice and thin. You don't need to be in a hurry for this. And you can do this ahead of time and keep the steak in the refrigerator for about a day, no more. Otherwise it'll start to oxidize and get yucky. But you can see that it's not completely frozen, but just enough to where you can cut it and it's not slipping and sliding all over the place. Okay, so I've done about half of the cut of steak, and I sliced it as thin as possible by hand, but that's what you want right there. Okay, I've already prepped my vegetable toppings. I'm doing sliced red onion, thinly sliced, some green bell pepper, thinly sliced, 8 ounces of sliced thin mushrooms. Now I know some people are going to say portobello is the traditional. Well, these are crimini, which are baby portobello. So let's saute these up. We have our Dutch oven heating on medium high. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to drop in our onion and bell pepper. We are going to cook these down to where they're caramelized. So I get a jump on these first. These will take a little longer. Break it apart, and see, I sliced them as thinly as I could. You don't have to do it that way. I just prefer them being thinly sliced. Okay, stirred them for about a minute, broke them up, and I'm going to put on the lid and let that cook down for 3 to 4 minutes. While our vegetables are cooking down, it's time to season the steak. And I just do a little pinch of kosher salt from the heavens, followed by fresh cracked pepper. And then I just like to drizzle just a tiny bit of olive oil on there. We're ready for the grill. All right, I have my flat top grill set up. 2 burners on medium. I'm going to put down a little bit of clarified butter where the steak's going to go. And we're going to get that on there. I want to break it up. Going to get it nice and brown. Okay, after about 4 minutes, I'm going to give the onions and pepper another stir. You can see there on the bottom of the pan we're starting to get some caramelization. And at this point in time, I'm going to drop in the mushrooms. Add a little more olive oil. Oh yeah, it's all about sauteing and frying. And this, believe it or not, is almost done. And of course, we got to add my signature, about a half teaspoon or so of garlic shallot puree to your veggies. Stir that around. Get a little pinch of kosher salt in there. Easy, easy. I'm going to pop that lid back on there. Let that go for another few minutes. Okay, I've got a few minutes on this one side. I'm going to go ahead and get my spatula, give it a nice turn. And I might just add a tiny little pinch of salt on this side, just a little bit. Okay, looks like our veggies are getting close to being done. I'm going to remove the lid, let some of that moisture cook off. Get a little more caramelization on there. And now our steak, give it a nice touch. It is ready for the cheese. All right, we all know that Philly steaks sometimes come with the whiz, the cheese whiz, but I like Kraft Deli Select American slices. They melt perfectly, but I also like to throw a little half a slice of provolone on my sandwich. Good combination here. Okay, to help that cheese melt, I get these little aluminum foil cake tin pans, and we're just gonna cover that steak up, and all that heat that's gonna be trapped in there, ow, it's already too hot to the touch. It's gonna melt that cheese really quick. Okay, for our bread, I'm using La Brea Bakery torta. People use French bread, sourdough, whatever. It's what your preference is. But I am definitely gonna put some clarified butter on here and hit that grill. We want a nice grilled bread with this sandwich. Brushing on that clarified butter, getting it on the grill. Oh yeah. Okay, let's check out the steak. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is perfect. Turn and burn. All right, let's build the sandwich. Our bread is nice and toasty. Oh yeah, look at that, perfect toast. Let's get our steak in here. I don't like to miss any pieces. Sorry, I'm moving too much. There we go. Next, we want to top it with some of our caramelized onions, bell pepper, mushroom mix. Oh, beautiful. Now, you know, people put ketchup on this thing, mayo. Me being from California, have a Southwest kind of influence. I have a Southwest sauce that I make. I have a very old video on this, but it's a really good sauce and it goes perfect with this. So yes, I'm gonna drizzle some of my Southwest sauce on this bad boy. And then where's our topper? Yes, and these are messy sandwiches, but that makes it fun. Oh man, we are ready to bite into this classic American sandwich. Hey, don't forget to click the bell over here because I don't even know where it is, but click it and you will be notified when I post a new video. A lot of you are saying I don't see your new videos, I don't get notified of your new videos. And give this recipe a try if you've never tried a Philly steak cheese sandwich at home. And if you do make your own, leave me a comment and tell me how you do it. All right, and as always, thanks for tubing in. Here we are. Mm. Mm. Wonderful steak, 2 cheeses, and those sauteed veggies on this nice torta roll. A perfect sandwich. See you next time. Mm. Well, if you've never tried a homemade Philly cheesesteak sandwich at home, give this a try. And if you do make homemade Philly cheesesteak at home, give my recipe a try. And as always, gosh, my mouth is already watering. Thanks for tubing in. Here we go. Mmm. Meaty, cheesy, and those vegetable toppings with that bread. It's a perfect sandwich.